Good night, everybody. I don't want persons to miss the training tonight. So if you know your teammates are having issues with social media marketing, get them on. You're not going to want to miss it. You're not going to want to miss it tonight, guys. Get them on. Give everybody 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes.
Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana, dawo yami, ayikholana, buso wami, awukholana, ilondoloze. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana, dawo yami, ayikholana, buso wami, awukholana, ilondoloze.
Great and amazing night to everybody that got on tonight. My name is Dr. Ruth Ann Newton-Lightburn out of Freeport, Bahamas, and I am here to share with you some information about social media marketing and how important it is and how it can help to grow your business. And really, guys, it's not as hard or as daunting as people make it out to be. It just means that sometimes you might not know something that somebody else does. I mean, seriously, that's usually how it is. Hold on 1 second, guys. I have a lot of back. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, so it's based on sometimes you not knowing something and somebody else knowing more than what you know. So for those that are in front of their computers, I want you to pull up your Facebook page if you have one. And if you don't have a Facebook page, you need to get one. First order of the day, first homework, I need to open a Facebook page. So definitely you need to get yourself a Facebook page. And it can be a private one. But once you've done your private one, then you need to then get your business Facebook page up and running, because that's going to allow you to be able to then run advertisements. So let me just open up. I just had to get a new browser up for y'all because everybody gets some OCD. Yeah, OCD when they see my browsers when my laptop is open. They're like, oh my God, there's too many tabs open. Oh my God. Yeah, that's how I work. My brain functions with a lot of stuff happening. So welcome everybody. So let's see here. Okay, so first and foremost, guys, let me see if I can pull up my screen for you. So you're going to have your Facebook page, whatever your page name. This is your personal page, right? So that's what it looks like here. Mine says Ruth Ann Newton-Lightburn. That's my personal page. However, I also have my business pages. Now, how do you create a business page? Once you've created your regular page, then you're going to go right here on the left-hand side that says pages, and you're going to select create a new page. And here you'll put your name, you'll put a category, it'll like either health and wellness, it'll show up and you can put it there. And then you can put a description of your page and then just follow the prompts, create a new page. It'll ask you, you can put a banner. The banner can just be a picture of something. It doesn't have to be professionally done as yet. You know, we'll eventually get into learning how to do some graphics on here so that you can do your own stuff, but you can start there. So create your page. That is definitely a necessity in order to be able to advertise, because you cannot advertise on your personal page. It does not work. Okay. So from there, for instance, I have Island Girl Healing. Let me see here. And Island Girl Healing is where I do all of my Sankey business. And there's also an app, and I forgot, I need to find the link for the app, but there's an app that you can use in Google that you can add as a this thing up here, I can't, extension that will then allow you, once you create your page, it'll allow you to invite all of your friends to this page. Like for instance, I have over 4,900 friends. And so it allowed me to invite them all at once, because if not, then you literally have to invite people one by one by one, which can be sometimes quite daunting. But if you don't have many friends, then it's very easy. But if you have over 4,000 friends, it can be a lot. So that is an extension that you normally add in the Google app, and then it allows you to do so to add more than one person at a time. So that's the first thing. Now, when we're advertising, basically what it is you're putting up a post. Okay, and so when you're putting up your posts, like I was mentioning to the persons that were on the training on Saturday, that you have to be very conscious of your verbiage when you say certain things, because Facebook they're sensitive to persons' feelings. So it cannot be fat, skinny, body conscious, no body shaming, none of that sort of thing can be done when you're advertising on Facebook. So an example of what I put for the commercials that I created, the verbiage is, give me a second, let me get to it. Here's the verbiage that I used. And I just put, it will burn the fat and trim your figure whilst you get on with life's everyday hassles. So I didn't say it'll burn the fat off of your body. So you're not really sure what it's talking about. It does say trim your figure whilst you get on with life's everyday hassles. There are some keywords. And I know back in 2020, I had those keywords. For 2021, I did not get the keywords that kind of just guide you, even when you're posting, say, in groups, to not say on Facebook, because they will put you in Facebook jail, or they'll just block whatever you're posting. Every time you post it, it'll say it won't be able to advertise it. So you have to just be very conscious when advertising of specific words, just be very aloof about what you're saying, or just say it in Caribbean terms. And for those that are on the line that are not Caribbeans, call one of your Caribbean friends and ask them, what does Ruth Ann mean? What does Dr. Ruth Ann mean by Caribbean terms? In the Caribbean, we tend to say a lot of stuff without saying it. Trust me, ask about our songs. And everybody on this line that is Caribbean knows exactly what I'm talking about, because we got some songs out there that'll tell you some things that don't talk nothing about what they saying. So that is the way to really truly advertise. Okay, I don't know. Did y'all hear me all that time? Because I just realized it said I was muted. So please tell me if y'all just heard me. Please. Can someone tell me? I don't know. Yes, no. Did y'all hear me before I was talking? So y'all heard me before, or y'all just stopped hearing me just now? I'm trying to figure it out, or if I have to start again. Yes, no, yes, no, no, yes. Oh, all the time. Okay, cool. Thanks. Awesome. Appreciate that. So yeah, so basically, the key is to just be very aloof of what you're saying. So sometimes I'll even say, I'll call the Canoe fire liquid burn. And I'll say it's time to burn. It's time to get your burn on. Are you ready? If you're ready, let's talk. I haven't said anything, but guess what? If you want to lose weight, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because guess what? If you want to lose weight, you want to burn the fat. So it's for you to just creatively think in your mind. And I know the other person's asked, for scripts. Well, I always share as much as I can with persons what I normally will post up. And so it's just to, like, I've heard King Trahan say it. I've heard Dr. Helen say it. There's nothing wrong with following a cat. Like, there's nothing wrong with copycatting. As long as you're following the right cat, as long as that person can assist you in getting to the next level, follow them and see however they are doing it, copy it and make it duplicatable from there. So if you were to advertise on your page, because now you've created your personal page, you've gone and now created your business page, you've given it a name, you're now posting on that page. And so in order to then advertise on that page, an example would be, for instance, here, I have put the commercial on there. I have put my little snippet of what I want to say, and then I would go to boost. Now with this commercial, I'm sorry, this ad, when I posted this, put up the post, I actually added WhatsApp as a link. I don't recommend that all the time because it will only allow you to then advertise in the country that your number is allocated to, like whatever your area code is. So let me see. I did one the other day. I think I deleted it. Let's see here. Yeah, I deleted it. So let me see if I can find the file first. Somewhere here. See if I can find it. That I can then repost it and just show y'all how it's done. I think it's in audio. Yeah, okay. So let me show you how this is done. So if you're going to do a post, you come to your page and you go here and then desktop audio, and this is the commercial I want. And then I would just say, time to burn. Easy to use formulas. And then let's say WhatsApp me. Whatever, I think that's the wrong number. And so here is what I was telling you guys, that you could actually select what you want to put here. I recommend don't click that because then it's specific to just that area and it doesn't allow you to then change it once you've posted it. So I just recommend put your ad there and do all that good stuff. And then you can put here, boost post, but wait until it's loaded because it does take a little bit of time to actually upload. Can't post while media is uploading. I don't know what media is uploading. Okay, yeah, the media is uploading, so I just gotta wait for this to upload. So once it's finished, then I will be able to, it'll completely load it, and then I'll show you how to boost it so that you'll know what to do next. So just chat amongst yourselves. Yeah. So how's everybody this evening? Nobody's talking. The reason why you can't use the phrase, do you want to lose weight, is because it's considered body shaming. I know that sounds crazy, but it's considered like you're doing body shaming, because now you're talking about someone's weight. You're saying that someone might just be fat, and you're saying that someone might just be overweight. You don't want to do that. And I hopefully today it works, but yesterday, thank you, Andrea. I'm good as well. But I want to show you, like, I remember when I first put up this commercial, the Facebook automatically, I don't know how, literally went straight to the part of the commercial that had the scale and it's weight. And so they kept blocking my post. And I was like, oh, this ain't happening. Not on my watch. I made sure to kind of divert around different things and not really speak to it. So I had to figure out what was going on. So like I told the persons on Saturday when I did this training, I have my double doctorates in Google University. It's called Let My Fingers Do the Walking. So when I don't understand something, I Google it. So I figured out what was the problem and I made it happen. So what the problem was is that I just needed to change where the video was starting. I don't know who display is, since you don't have your name there, you say display. So display, I don't know where it is, because the last time I got it, my girlfriend got it for me. So you'd have to just Google and say there is one site that I found that had a few phrases, but it wasn't specific to, like, you know, it didn't really go into detail. But if you put in words that Facebook doesn't like on ads, it kind of will give you a roundabout gesture of what you should and should not post up. And then it kind of allows you to know what words, you know, what you can get the thesaurus out and be like, oh, okay, let me use this word instead of that word. And then it might not get caught, or even use depraved English, you know, English that people just don't understand. And it might just get what is needed. Hey, June, I was wondering who display was. So here you had view this options. Yesterday, this wasn't working, but let's see if it works today, because what you normally can do is go to change thumbnail and you can actually choose from the video. Okay, it's working today. So this allowed you, it then allows me to then post here. So initially what was happening in my video, it was posting this, right? And that says wait. And I was like, I don't want it to say that. So I was unable to start the video right here where it says where it did that part as a part of my, as the video, showing the video. So let me put liquid burn as my title. And then I put for it to show as the thumbnail, Canoe Fire. So then it will literally show that lady as the beginning video instead of it showing that weight thing. But anyway, so then I will press post. And I don't want to add this button, because when you add this button, this is the button I told you all about. Once you say that, yes, June, you can get the recording from yesterday, I believe. I have to download it. I didn't get to download it today. But yes, so if you add this button right here, this is going to stop you from literally being able to talk to persons in other zip codes or area codes. Okay, so I'm going to say not now. Okay. And this is talking about me posting to my rest of my groups. I don't need to, so that's fine. And I just have to wait for that thing to come up. So I'm just waiting. And this here is a prime example of what I was talking about, because I believe this one says, I don't know why this is only for me, but don't worry about that. So let's give it a couple of minutes and then it should populate. And then I'll be able to show you all how to boost the post. Let's see. I'll give a couple seconds. So does anybody have any questions thus far? You can raise your hand. And I can open your mic if you have any questions. It's a learning night, guys. Not just to sit back and don't do nothing. Okay, hold on. Go ahead, June. You can unmute.
Oh yeah, Thanks, Dr.
You're
Rutan. So
welcome.
this is really good information for me because I've been asking all the time, how do I, can I post? I think part of it, not a challenge, but is to know, and I know you have been doing this a long time, Dr. Rutan, how effective is posting this to when you started in doing this? How effective is it? Is it based on how many groups you're in that people see, or how is it? And is there time?
Okay, well, this isn't,
time?
go ahead.
And is it a
Okay,
time?
well, this,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you post more than how many times a day do you post, and do you post different things?
Okay, well, the thing is, there's two different things that you just asked. Okay, so tonight I'm actually showing you how to boost a post, which means you're actually going to pay to advertise on Facebook. And yes, June, you can post, and if you're posting, you're supposed to post a minimum of at least 2 to 3 times a day. And I can also do a training on that to show you when is best to post, because there's actually where you can actually even in Instagram go in your settings, and it actually shows you when people look at your Instagram at a certain time. And so, but with Facebook, I find personally what I like, they'll say to post after 12 or between 10 and 1. But I always found in my posting is that because people are always getting ready for work first thing in the morning, I always found that my post did better first thing in the morning versus later in the afternoon, because a lot of people are at work and they're not allowed to use their phones. But a lot of persons in the States teach you how to post on Facebook, where they're allowed to kind of have their phones all day, versus here in the Caribbean where it's kind of like you sneak in to use your phone. So cultures also depict, like to me, times when it's best for you to actually post as well. So I always found morning, first thing in the morning, I'm talking like early morning. Why? Because a lot of persons in the Caribbean, what do they do first thing in the morning, especially the women? Get up and pray. And then after they pray, then they pick up their phone, and then they have a little time to waste, and then they start scrolling. And then that's when they waste a whole hour after prayer doing nothing but looking at things on their phone. So I personally found that first thing in the morning was better, even though you'd find that some persons say, oh, no, you got to post at 11 a.m. and at 1 p.m. But that's different cultures and different time zones. So it's really, to me, dependent on that. And then also I found that like evenings at around 6, 7, and then also like 8, 9 are good. And then middle of the morning, like I've had persons that I guess can't sleep, that, when I post at 1 a.m., I'm getting responses. And that's just from posts. But from advertising, giving an example, on my last advertisement, let me see if I can see it here, which one it was. I think it was one of the ones that I'd done that I ran. It would have been 20 days ago. I just reran it, and I added Barbados and St. Lucia. It's one of these, not this one. It's one of these because it's the boost that I did again. Okay. So this is the results. This is boosted on the 31st, right? And I did this for 10 days. And so I've gotten from this boost, I got 27 conversations, and it reached 3.1 thousand people. Okay, so 3,100 persons was reached from this boost here. This one here, I did another one. This finishes in 2 days. I boosted this for another 10 days. And this is, it's reached 2.6 thousand persons have seen it. And I got 14 persons to respond to me. Okay. And this one here, I boosted this for 10 days on the 15th. 2.8 persons saw it. 41 people messaged me. Okay. To me, this is important, guys, because then from here, this is when you start creating your database that you're going to constantly be contacting and that you're going to start working with on a daily basis, or on a, sending out those notifications when Nurse Donnelly, Dr. Denise, King Clive, when they're constantly having their different information sessions, you're going to send that information out to these individuals. But this is from me just boosting, guys. And I would not recommend, like, I'm trying to really help persons in different countries as well. But if you don't have a broad team all over the place and you're just focused on yourself, I would recommend you just stay within the country that you are in, unless you have ways, because a lot of persons sometimes don't want to use their credit card online. Some people do. And if they do, more power to them. But if you're not comfortable with trying to figure out how the person can get the money to you, some people don't even know about, skyboxes and freight forwarders. So they don't know what you'll be talking about when you say all of that. So if that's you, then just stay within the country that you're in. But I'll give you an example. The last 10 days, I think it's this boost here or this one here. I think it's this one here. I put Barbados in this one here. I think Barbados is in this. Hold on. Let's see. Is Barbados? No, this was the Bahamas. There's one that I did Barbados in. And so, for instance, I sent like 5 or 6 persons to the lady that's in Barbados, to a contact that's on one of, I think it's Dr. Denise's team. I sent her 5 people for her to reach out to. I've already closed them. I've already told them what the Canoe Fire is about. I already told them, what it can do. And all she has to do is close them and have the product. That's all she got to do, or get the product for them, or whatever it is. But, it's allowing her to at least get business. You know what I mean? I've also done it. I know King Clive can tell you, I've sent people to him when I've actually advertised in Jamaica. And when I tell you these places are hungry, guys, I know we always say, oh, ain't no business. Listen, last week in Nassau, not in another country, in Nassau, I made over $500 and something, nearly $600 selling Canoe Fire. Selling Canoe Fire. And I think only one person out of all of those persons bought like Balaj Canoe and Hasaki. But everybody else, it was just Canoe, because I am targeting that market for weight loss, for utilizing the product as a weight loss, something that helps with weight loss, because I know it helped me. And guys, we have amazing products. We really have amazing products, and it's for us to be confident enough to be able to go out there and just show persons what we have, what we have in our hands. So let me see what the chat says. So that was Yvonne. Those were all basically customers. I have not targeted distributors yet, but I would do distributors differently, meaning I personally probably am going to create myself a commercial that kind of points and targets more to distributors. So literally this, for me, I've been targeting customers. Because to me, customers is something you don't really have to worry about. Either you have your product on hand, or you can use the retail acquisition program that we have, where, every 3 customers that they purchase 2 products, you're going to make $100. So the choice is yours. And I personally like when I'm able to get the specials. I hope that answers your question, Yvonne. But I personally love getting the specials, because when I get the specials, then when I sell, basically, I feel like I'm getting a deal, because especially when you get a lot of free stuff, because then, that's basically you're getting free money, because you can sell it for the total price. And a lot of persons, what I find is that when they get a special or whatever, they'll be like, okay, I'll sell it for less. Now, I always have a problem with that personally. And the reason for that is because I have been a brick and mortar business. I have had a brick and mortar business. And when you lower your price, be assured, it's harder to go up with a price than it is to come down with a price. I hope I'm making sense to somebody. It is harder for you to go up with a price once you've given. So if you tell somebody, oh, I have a canoe. And so the person doesn't know that canoe, for instance, an example in the Bahamas, I'm not talking about anywhere else, in the Bahamas, a canoe costs $89.50. That's how much a canoe costs. That's cleared. That's the fulfillment center. That's what it costs from Sankey. If you're not a distributor, if you're not a, this is a customer cost of what a canoe cost. So if I go to a client and then I give it to them, oh, you know what, child, I get my canoe for $55 on special and something. So you know what, I only can sell it for $60. Oh, okay, go sell it for $60 then. Because when that person comes back for a canoe, guess what? You really can't give it to them for $60 again, because maybe you got that on special. Maybe that was something free. And guess what? Now what are you going to charge them? Now they're looking at you sideways and cockeye, because why? What you mean? What you trying to tell me? What you trying to charge me now $80-something? Last time you charged me $60 though. Listen, charge the people the price, eh? Be assured that they can't go to Kentucky. They can't go anywhere and change the prices. Okay. Errol Lewis, do you have a question? Or is your hand just up? I'll allow you to talk. You can unmute yourself if you want. I don't know if you have a question. Errol Lewis, I don't know if you have a question. I see your hand up. No? Okay. I'll remove permission. Does anybody have any questions? No? Yes? Yes? No? Yes, Avernell, you operate at a loss. And listen, if y'all want to hear someone who is a genius when it comes to pricing, that queen right there, Avernell, is the bomb diggity at pricing and making sure the pennies are the pennies. And we're not, we are, I sometimes feel, guys, that we operate our business as if it's a joke. Like we're not functioning it as a business. And if you really want to make your money, you have to utilize your business as a business. So I say to each and every one of you, whatever the retail price is of your product, sell it to the person. Now, if you want to give them a deal, and I've always told persons this, let them know they're getting a deal, please. Don't just say, oh, I'm going to sell it to you for $60. Let them know, I'm just letting you know, listen here. The regular price for this is $89.50. But because it's you and only because it's you, I'm going to give it to you for $65. So if you come to me next week, I might only have the $89.50 ones, okay? But if you let people know that in front, then they're good. They get it. They understand it. But if you don't tell them that and they come back next week and then you're talking about $89.50, man, you done crazy. Because they're like, there's no way you could have gone from one price to the next price. Then they feel like you price gouging. No, you ain't price gouging. That's the cost. And then another thing, everybody always tries to then start competing with pricing. Guys, you don't have to compete. If everybody has the same price, then we all on the same page. Now, yes, you might be that individual that offers a discount. That's great. But always make sure, be fair to everybody in the market. And what do I mean by that? I know this has nothing to do with Facebook training, but I need y'all to understand, be fair to everybody in the market, because if you lower the price, then guess what? Then if they hear from so-and-so down the street, they think so-and-so down the street is a thief. Why? Because the so-and-so down the street actually has the correct price. But because you lowered your price, they think so-and-so is a liar. Oh, child, she tries to get me to get it higher, more expensive. Desmond Brackett, I'm gonna unmute you. I don't know if you have a question. So I've unmuted you. You can unmute your line if you wish. I don't know if that's Kathleen or Desmond Brackett. I unmuted your line. Your hand is up. Is it an error? Okay, I don't know. Okay, I will just undo it then. Okay. So does anybody else have any questions before I go on to how to do the ad? You see? Okay. Desmond, I'm unmuting your line again. I don't know, allowing you to talk. I don't know if you want to talk or not. Because you keep putting your hand up. No. Okie dokie. Just let me know, guys, if you want. I keep on seeing a hand go up and nobody says anything. Okay. So let me show you. It should be loaded by now. Let's see if it did. Okay, see, it's loaded. Okay, so now when I boost my post, guys, I go here. Right. Now with this, it's going to send messages via WhatsApp or Messenger. So literally, I will literally get text messages directly to my WhatsApp phone, to my phone, and or to my Messenger for this page. Okay. And so these two are ticked, right? And then here is where I will normally edit and say where I want, which country I'm targeting, and or if I'm targeting a city. Normally I target countries versus breaking it down into cities, because then you'd have to be very specific to where you want it to be. For instance, in Jamaica, if y'all have specific township that you want it to go to or settlements, then you can do that. Like if you have, give me a few places in Jamaica. Let's see what they have here. Because I know like in the Bahamas, they don't have everywhere. Does anybody want to give me some specific, like St. Catherine? I know of St. Catherine in Jamaica. So let's see. St. Catherine. Let's see if they have St. Catherine's. See, they don't have St. Catherine's here, but then they'll have Jamaica. So some places they have, some places they don't. Thank you, Avernell. I love Avernell. You see what Avernell did? She went right on Facebook and she followed my page. You see that? Quick, fast, and hurry. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But you can put in Jamaica. And so you can select the country. And you can select a few, and then if you do too many, it's going to say that the audience is too broad. And so you don't want your audience to be too broad. The middle one is fine whenever it's in the middle. And usually for the Caribbean, you can do about like 3 countries, 4 countries, and you're good. I find that when you do too much, and your hits are very low. So I normally will do, but I also think targeting is really good. So for those in Jamaica, I would say put Jamaica and try it for 10 days, or try it even for 5 days or 3 days and see what happens. But I'm having great success with doing 10-day cycles. So I'm just sharing what I'm doing with everybody for y'all to see the same. Okay. So Jamaica, and then save audience. Scroll down. Now here, this is saying $50, which would mean $5 a day. Well, child, I don't do $5. No, I don't do that. I don't do $5. I don't do $5. Okay. I do $1 to $2, sometimes $2.50, depending on how I feel. $2.50 per day is the max that I personally do at the moment. I'm not daring enough to do them big numbers. I like small amounts, and I do it for 10-day cycles. I found that initially I used to do like 3 days, but I find that the 10-day cycle is working for me, and I'm getting a great response from it. Let me see the questions. Can you show how to go to the business page again? Okay, you mean to create the page? Yes, 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 I will. Not a problem at all. When you select a country, does Facebook select? When you select a country, does Facebook select the country? I think I understand what you're asking. I think that's Dr. Yvonne. When you select, for instance, when you select Jamaica, it's going to select all those persons in Jamaica. Now, they do have targeted audiences, But I've found when it comes to targeted audiences for me, because I know me and my girlfriend used to do this all the time in some of our other opportunities, it did not work the way I wanted it to work, and especially when it came down to health and wellness. For some reason, and then you'd have to put like singers and Beyonce and all these different other things as the target audience. And I didn't think that I was getting what I needed out of it. And I always found that the response was much less, even though some persons would say that that's the way to go. For me, it didn't work. So I'm only showing y'all what worked for me. Okay. Let me see the questions. Hold on. I'm having a problem with Mike. Okay, no problem. That's not a problem at all. I will show you in a minute. Give me 1 second. It only selects Jamaica on Facebook. Yeah, so Dr. Yvonne, let me go back and show you. Hold on. So for instance, where am I? I know, for instance, in the Bahamas, it doesn't show like all of the islands, even in the Bahamas. So if I wanted to do, say I decided that I wanted to do, I think it does Bimini. Did it? I think remember if it did. I think it did Bahamas, or it did Exuma. Okay, so yeah, it has Bimini, Bahamas, so I could do that. And then it will show, it also did like, I think it did Nassau and I think Paradise Island. But if I do this, for instance, Dr. Yvonne, I literally have to put each area that I want in the Bahamas for it to target versus it just targeting the Bahamas in general if I had just put Bahamas. So let me show you. Kaya. So here, if I do it this way, I literally have to go through each area in the Bahamas that I want to target. So then I'd have to do Exuma and do the different islands. And to me, it's like, it's okay, but I might as well just target the whole Bahamas and see what happens. So this here, as you can see, an example, what I was talking about, for instance, in Jamaica, right? You see how this breaks this down? So not only is it saying, oh, Exuma, the Bahamas, it's saying Georgetown, Farmers Hill, Williamstown, Jimmy Hill, Stewart Manor, breaking Exuma itself down into like 10 different settlements. Like, so to me, that's just a lot of work. A lot of work. So I would just do Bahamas. And then that covers all 16 inhabited islands, eh? That covers everything one time. I don't have to worry about it. And it'll cover the country. But the other day, I wanted to see if there were any bites in other countries. And I know Dr. Denise had spoken about her being in Barbados. So I tried Barbados. I tried St. Lucia. I tried St. Vincent. I tried the BVI. Just so that everybody that's on this call, Jamaica, y'all get a whole heap of people interested. Because I literally targeted Jamaica. I think that was a couple months ago, man. It was like, what? Jamaica was hitting like crazy. And I got lots of persons wanting products from Jamaica. And they actually purchased, which was cool. Those ones actually purchased off of my links. In some cases, those that did not want to purchase, I just forwarded them to either Dr. Clive, to Clive. I forward those in Trinidad to Dr. Denise. So, you know, it was me advertising, but, you know, I did what I did because these persons are also on my team. They win, I win. So you can do that. So I hope that answers your question, Dr. Yvonne. Let's see. I think that answers your question. And if it doesn't, please let me know. And let me see what this other question is. On Facebook, you're approachable. No, it's not Dr. Ruth Ann. It's Ruth Ann Newton Library. And child, it's all my government names. All my government names. All the government names on there. I'll show you. Give me 1 second. So save audience. I've now changed it to the Bahamas. And so like I told y'all, I do not do $50. I will do 10. Now, as you can see, this is saying 169 persons to 487, right? If I do $10. And if I do 20, it's saying 328 to 949. Now, what I've personally found in doing, because a lot of times Facebook will tell you have to do large amounts. A lot of persons will always tell you do large amounts. But I've always found that me doing smaller amounts, I target more people in the long run. I know that sounds crazy, but I tend to end up targeting more people and getting more people, even on their average of 328 or 949. I can get anywhere between, say, 500 persons viewing per day up to, say, 12 to 1,300 people per day off of the same amount that they're saying approximately this is how many people will be reached based on the value that I am spending. Now here, you can also have your Instagram ticked, because I know Eula had asked about that. And when you do that, it's automatically going to advertise on Instagram for you as well. So I had persons hitting me up, not only from Facebook, but also from Instagram saying, this is where they saw the ad. Now you can also do the messenger as well. And that's when ads are within your messenger. But for me personally, I've noticed that I rarely go on my messenger like that. And I rarely click ads in between my messages. So that's why I personally do not click that button. So you can do it if you want. You can try it out. Nothing beats a fail but a try, guys. You're not going to break anything by selecting that. You'll just know if it works or it doesn't work for you. I mean, bottom line, it's really just that simple. And from there, guys, I would just press boost post now. And once you do that, it's either going to deny you or it's going to go with it. Now, if it denies you guys, it just simply means that either you wrote something wrong and you just need to change it, okay? And that's simple. Just go back, look at it and say, okay, maybe I offended someone by what I've written. Because like I said, Facebook is very conscious of what you're doing, okay? And they're very conscious. They don't want you to offend anybody in what you're writing or typing. So let's go back to the page. And that should be running shortly. So I just have to wait for it to be approved. Oh, it was approved already. So boosted on, oh, sorry, no, I just was looking at the wrong thing. It's in review. So it'll either start or it'll say rejected. So right here in the corner where it says in review, it'll either start or it'll be rejected, one or the other. And we go from there. It's already, this thing has already reached 6 people already, and it's running on my page, okay, on my page. Let's see here. So now somebody asked, where do you go to start? Okay, so let's go back. So this is my page. And for those that are asking, what's my page name? It's facebook.com/Ruth-Ann, the Island Diva. Boop, boop. That's what I'm talking about. So Ruth-Ann Newton Lyburn, all my government names on there. Can't miss it. And you can see if I have space to like you as a friend, or just follow me. Just follow me. But this is where you would go to actually create your page. Like I said before, you would go to pages, and then you go to the bottom, create new, page name, click your category, put your description, and create page, and literally just follow the prompts. And like I said before, it does not have to be perfect, but guess what? In order to get started, you must start. So don't wait, and say, well, I don't know if I have this yet, or, oh, I need a banner. No, you don't. You can pick a picture. You don't need a banner. You can just pick a picture. If you're in health and wellness, pick a healthy picture. In your little picture in the corner, you can use one of your pictures from your Sankey Share app. You can use, you can get a picture of the 10D kit and put it there and let that be your picture, or a picture of the Bellage or the Canoe, whichever product is your favorite. You can do that, but just start. Don't wait to get started. Just start, guys. I think that's most important, if anything. I don't know if we have any more questions. Awesome. Who's 916215? I don't know a name. Yeah, Jackie. Okay, awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you got to get started and just do it. Just do it, and literally every day start posting, because people will see that, and make sure, like I said, this is not about the posting. This is more about actually boosting a post so that you're now targeting more people, so that you're actually getting your business in front of more people. So it's not literally just say you just get started and you only have 50 people on your page, or you only have 100 people on your page. It's not about those 100 people on your page. It's about the 900, as you saw there, anywhere from 300 to 900 persons per day that's going to be able to see what I'm offering to the world. And guys, all I can say is the results for me have been amazing. And I know for a fact, if we do it more people will start seeing it and become aware of it. And they're going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming back to you. And another thing, guys, is when persons come to you, start creating your database. Don't just allow a hit and miss. Like, don't allow somebody to speak to you about the product or come to you and ask a question, and then you're not dripping on them. You got to drip on people, guys. I mean, have you all ever watched, like, when you go on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere on a website, and you suddenly get tracked? What do I mean by that? You are literally tracked by something that you've clicked on. Yes, definitely be in compliance with the FTC and marketing regulations. Yes, Mr. Avita, definitely. And you get tracked where things start following you. Well, you gotta, this will do the same thing. It'll follow persons, and you want to start following people by at least making sure that they can come to the Monday night call, the Tuesday night call, when we're doing, say, even our telethons, like I forget what the call-a-thons. But if you don't keep their person's information, then guess what? You can't do it. If you don't have the person's information and they've just contacted you, but you've just chose not to keep it and keep dripping on them, then it's like a lost advertisement that you've done. Do the business page again. Bracket, this is, or Desmond or Kathleen, this is it right here. This is the page right here. So when you go to create a page, you're going to go to your name at the top. This is how your page would look when you open up. If you go to pages right here, create new page, and you start right there. So that's where you'd start to create your page. Okay. Create your page right here and go from there. Page name, description, and start posting. So any other questions before we go? And Mr. Avita, do you have anything else to say? No, yes, no. No, yes, no. No? Okay. Errol, I see you keep on putting your hand up, but I don't know if that's for a question, because every time I unmute, you don't say anything. So I can do it one more time. I'm not sure if you have anything to say. Do you have something to say? Okay, you can unmute, Errol, if you have a question. I don't know if you do. Okay, don't think so. No problem. So with that being said, guys, I want to say thank you so much for joining us once again. Okay, hold on, there's a chat. Just to congratulate you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I hope it helps everybody, because I know it's helped me. I know I've always done well with advertising on Facebook. So I'm going to start a Facebook address. I have to start a business. Am I to go to Facebook address? I have to start a business. Well, you just basically, you're going to create a page. So Kathleen, I don't know if you understand that. Like, when you go to your Facebook page, right? You're on your Facebook page. You're actually going to go to pages. So it's on the left column, and you're going to create a page. Does that answer the question, Kathleen? So right here, you're going to create a page and create new. Well, if you have any questions, just hit me up, and then if I can assist, I definitely will. So just, just hit me up and I can walk you through if need be. Okay. But it's once you go to there and you click create a page, it's self-explanatory, click, 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 answer your questions. Okay. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. And I ask everybody on this call this evening to please keep the Bahamas in prayer. We had a travesty with a little young child over here, and I just want everybody to pray for the family, please. So, because it's really big over here, especially in Grand Bahama. So please, please, please pray for the family, pray for the child that passed away, and keep her in prayer, keep the mother in prayer, keep the family in prayer. So thank you so much, guys. Sorry for ending on a down note, but it's been on my heart. So I just wanted to, Jackie, hold on. Do you want to say something, Jackie? I don't know if you do. Let me see. Oh, lowered hand. Nobody wants to talk to me tonight, but it's all good. So thank you, guys. Have a fabulous evening. Oh, Jackie. Okay. I don't know if you're going to talk, Jackie, so I will just allow you to talk if you want. Jackie, you can open your mic if you want.
Hi, good evening. I came on a little late. I just want to ask the information that you just gave. Will I be able to access it on YouTube or no? Did you record it?
It is recorded. I think I recorded it. I pray I recorded it because I'm bad at not recording. Yes, it's recorded. It's recorded. So as soon as, yes, ma'am. So as soon as it's ready, I will upload it. I will upload it to my Facebook. I mean, not my Facebook, to my YouTube.
Oh, to your YouTube. And
yes, ma'am. I'll send it out. I'll send it out to the different groups so that you'll be able to have access to it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Very, very good information.
Awesome. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Awesome. So with that being said, guys, I hope y'all have a fantastic evening. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. And I was under an hour. I'm so proud of myself. Yes. We'll keep you in the Bahamas prayed up. Thank you. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Have a great night, everybody. And guys, all it takes is you just making an effort. Just go out there and start posting. Remember, your Sankey Share app has posts in it, guys. So you don't have to really think about a lot of stuff. It's literally all there, and it's day for day. So for those that ask, well, how many times a day to post? You don't have to post all of them at once because, once they're all posted, then you don't want to repost the same thing again. So, post one a day and then add your own experiences. I think it was today, Eula posted in our group how, she made pancakes. She shared the recipe. That was like so cool because guess what? Now that's something you can post. You can say, guys, you need to check out these amazing, fantastic, phenomenal Hasaki pancakes. Here's the recipe. When you're ready, you need to get it. And remember, use words like that, things that are like make people feel good. People want to feel good, guys. In this world that we're living in right now, everybody wants to feel good. So use really uplifting words. And remember, when you're talking to people, smile as you talk. People can hear it through your voice. So hold on one second, Jackie. I don't know if you have another question. Hold on. Give me 1 second. There you go. I don't know if you wanted to talk. Jackie?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm just listening.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure. No problem. So I think that's everything. Yeah, content is very important and content is there. We have it available in our Sankey Share app. So use it. Use it, use it, use it. And then also remember in content sharing, remember people want to know about you. People want to know how the Balaj makes you feel. Like whenever, for instance, Anastasia runs, she always shares us a picture and she always says powered by Sankey, powered by Balaj, because she's a marathon runner. Okay, and she always says that, well, she'll run and she says, I've done however many miles, powered by Balaj and Inner 7. Or, she'll always put, I've eaten this or something. But people want to know what you're up to. People want to know what you're doing. How did it make you feel? So share. And I know with me, persons always say, oh, Ruth Ann, we just love when you come on and just share your day and what you've done, because you're very inspirational to us, which I personally don't think I am, but everybody else thinks I am. So if that's what they want to think, I'll let them think it. So you just have to, do you, be the authentic self. We don't want you to be someone you're not. Be true to you and show integrity in all that you do. And do not lie to the people. Don't lie. Don't lie. Just share what you do and how you do it. So with that being said, guys, I want to say have a fantastic, phenomenal evening. We were on for an hour. I hope I didn't keep you too long. And as I always say, service to humanity is what, guys? Service to God. Good night, my friends.